Hi there, it's Linda Stacy of Living Blueprints and now Lead Myself First. So I've been reflecting quite a bit on what I bring to the marketplace with Living Blueprints. And I've seen a lot of speakers over the years, really awesome speakers. I want to talk about a few of them. One is Eric Weinmeier. He is an American adventurer athlete. He's blind and he's the first man to reach the top of Mount Everest, and then later became a whitewater rafter and did the Grand Canyon. So he speaks about overcoming fear and no barriers. He's extremely inspiring and fun to watch on stage. Another one is Jia Jiang, who's a Chinese American who did 100 days of rejection therapy, and he would literally walk up to people in retail establishments and other places that he didn't know and ask them ridiculous questions. Like at a fast food restaurant, he asked if he could have a burger refill, and he did this all on video. One of the greatest is he went to a Krispy Kreme and he asked if they could make him an Olympic symbol donut, and they actually did. And again, this is all on the internet and it's fantastic. He also talks about overcoming fear, but really he talks about courageous action and asking questions, asking for what you want. And he just has a wonderful, remarkable story. And another one of my favorites is Kendra Hall, who talks about storytelling. And she's been storytelling since she was in the 3rd grade. And she talks about using stories to connect with your people, to influence. She's just really awesome, like the queen of storytelling. So then I think about myself and what I bring to the marketplace. And I certainly have not done anything like an adventure athlete. Yes, I'm a snowboarder, but caution is my middle name when it comes to snowboarding. I've never done anything consistently for 100 days, like the 100 days of rejection therapy. And I haven't honed a skill since the 3rd grade, really. I really come to the marketplace as a pretty average American corporate employee who knows what it's like to go through college and then graduate school, arrive in the ideal job where everything looks great on paper, and be really bored and kind of unsatisfied, undersatisfied. And I know that 80% of the workforce also feels disengaged. And this is an issue. We spend way too much time at work to not be happy and engaged in the workplace. No matter what our job, I really feel like it's more about being just busy. We can be so busy, but really undersatisfied. So for me, I decided to make some changes, all in order to have more meaning, more purpose, more satisfaction in the very life I was living. And as I thought more and more about this, all of this falls under the big umbrella of self-leadership, which is why this little bit of a switch towards lead myself first. All of this under self-leadership, really, it's about self-management. So when I talk about productivity, but I also talk about, what I do in the morning to set myself up for an ideal day, all of the little things that I put in place for me, the self-care, the rest, the taking breaks, the being okay with not checking everything off of the to-do list. That's one aspect of self-leadership. Another aspect of it is being really, really self-aware. And this really has to do with how we notice when and how we react to certain things, either whether it's the treatment of someone else to us, or how we react to an experience, or how we react to a global pandemic, whatever those things are, just how do we as individuals react to them, and how is that influencing our perspective and such. So I think this is a huge element of self-leadership. And another one is about just being an effective communicator in order to influence. If we need to get anything done with other people in the world, in the marketplace, in our lives, we really need to understand where they're coming from and how do we connect best with them. So these 3 large umbrellas fall under this space of self-leadership. And this is really the direction that Living Blueprints is now taking. I believe it's the direction Living Blueprints has always had, but now it's just a little bit differently defined. So over the next few weeks, I am developing and delivering this presentation in organizations. And if you are part of an organization that has an affinity group, this is potentially a really fantastic topic for an affinity group. Often these groups, like a women's network or so, they benefit from having speakers come in and talk. So I would love to know if you resonate with any of this, if there's anything that you kind of react to, that you respond to, that you feel like, you really would like to be more satisfied or having more meaningful experience of work and life, or if you're pretty, this is what it is and you're okay with it. I kind of want to know that too, or whatever shifts you've had over the years that have made things just sit a little bit better, or things that you do to set yourself up for an ideal day. I'd love to hear all of it. If any of this is helpful, useful to you, I would love it if you would like, comment, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, and I hope that you have a really fantastic week.